Hey everyone, we're going to have a look at how to do a voltage drop test. So for that, all you need is a multimeter, and we're going to be set to DC volts. And what a voltage drop test does is it measures the amount of voltage that's consumed by a wire. So we're going to use this alternator wire as an example here. I'll pop this cover open here. So what we have when the vehicle is running, the alternator should be charging somewhere between 13.6 to 14.4 volts. They can charge a little higher, a little lower, depends on the vehicle, probably best to look it up. But regardless, so we're going to be a couple of volts above battery voltage. Our alternator is going to output its voltage at this terminal right here, and then the voltage is going to travel through this wire into this connector, and then back up this connector into the battery to recharge our battery. So that's pretty straightforward. And then this large cable down here goes towards the starter. So if we had a scenario, for example, where we test the alternator and right here we're outputting 14.5 volts, but at the battery we're only getting 13.5 volts, what that would mean is that we have a voltage drop somewhere in this wiring harness, and that's no good. So voltage drop is usually caused by resistance in the wiring, and I'm going to show you today how to test for that. So what we need to do in order to start our voltage drop test, the circuit always needs to be loaded up. So we're going to start this truck and make sure that it's charging. Okay, vehicle is running. See where the best spot to put my camera is for this. So I'm gonna hook up. I've got these little alligator clips to help me out. Now I'm going to check and see what my total charging system voltage coming back to the battery is. So I've got 14.3, and that is at the alternator. So I move this clip over to the positive of my battery. I've got 14.2. So I am losing 0.1 of a volt. That's 100 millivolts that I'm losing in that wiring harness. That is an acceptable level, but I'm still going to show you how to go through and check it to see where we're losing that. So essentially what we need to do is we're just going to set this up across the wire that we want to measure. So I'm going to take my positive right on the terminal at the alternator. We're checking the voltage drop on this wire here. So I'm going to take my negative, go to the other terminal, and I can see here that I am losing 30 millivolts. So that means this wire, which is supposed to in theory have zero resistance in it if it's a good wire, in reality they always have a touch of resistance in the wires and in the connections. So a 30 millivolt drop, that's not too bad. And then I can do the same thing. I can check this wire here. So I'm going to take my test lead, put it over on the battery. So now where I'm going is this connector. So I'm checking the voltage drop from this connection through this wire to the battery. And I have 56, 57 millivolts that's being dropped there. So I've got, just for easy numbers, if I had 60 millivolts there, I had 30, that gives me about 90 millivolts that's dropped, and we had about 100 millivolt drop. So we still have 10 millivolts that we need to find. That does indicate to me this wire is good too. We got to check the ground system. So now to do our voltage drop on the ground, I'm going to connect to the battery there, ground terminal of the battery. Grab my other connection, and I'm going to go to the case of the alternator. Get on there. Because the alternator grounds through the case. So if I take a look at my multimeter, we can now see that I've got 12 millivolts. So there's the other 10 millivolts that we dropped. That's our entirety of the 100 millivolt drop that we measured.